guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my October beauty favorites, of course, for the month of October in the year 2016. We have 2 months left, people, of the year, and we're done. I mean, in a month, it's Thanksgiving, and then the weekend after Thanksgiving is when we get the Christmas tree. Like, we will have a Christmas tree in a month. How insane is that? Why am I talking like this? So today I want to share with you guys my favorite beauty products that I have been loving this past month. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. First of all, I wanted to say really quickly, because I am such a sweet and caring person, today is Steve's birthday, so happy birthday, hon. Okay, so now to more important things. So the first favorite my first favorite for this month is the Morphe Beauty Sponge. Mine is dirty because I just used it, obviously, to go ahead and apply my makeup. But I want to go ahead and get the Morphe Sponge because, you know, I feel, for me, though I do like brushes and I like using brushes, I love applying my foundation and makeup with a beauty sponge. So for me, I want to go ahead and use them for my clients when I do weddings, things like that, because like I said, I feel like I love the way that the face makeup looks better with the sponge, but at the same time, beauty blenders are $20 each, and I didn't want to spend $20 per sponge per person for my kit because obviously I can't use the same sponge every single time, so I wanted to go ahead and buy like 10 and then be able to use them on everybody, but I didn't want to spend $200. So I went ahead and bought 2 of the Morphe Sponge, one for myself to try out and one to try out on a client of mine. First of all, for myself, I absolutely love it. It was weird at first to use because it's much more dense than the Beauty Blender, as well as it's bigger. I feel like it gives the same result, maybe even a little bit better. I've been using it the past 2 weeks and I've really been loving the way that my foundation looks. I'm so happy. These are $6.99 on MorpheBrushes.com. Instead of spending $20 on each one of my beauty blenders, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a you-know-what load of these Morphe sponges so I can use them on my clients. So then I'll be able to rewash them and clean them and use them on all my clients. And it's a much more inexpensive way for me to go ahead and make sure that my clients are satisfied with their look. So yeah, I absolutely love the Morphe sponge. Last time I checked, it is sold out, but I'm sure they'll bring it back. They always bring back everything. So this has definitely been one of my favorites this past month. So this is the Morphe Beauty Sponge. Speaking of Morphe, I guess I'll go on to palettes. I have been loving this palette recently, especially this month because of the Halloween looks and everything. This is the Morphe 35S palette. I did just use this in my last tutorial, which was that color explosion tutorial that I did, and I used this palette in it. I also, Steve and I had a Halloween party that we went to, and he went as some crazy, I don't even want to talk about it. He went as like a crazy character from one of the Rob Zombie movies. So he needed me to go ahead and do his makeup. So we painted his face white and I used this palette to go ahead, and I think I used the blue and the black and white, and I used a bunch of colors, but I really loved the way that it turned out. So for me, this month with Halloween looks, this has been the palette that I've been going to, and I feel like this is a palette that not a lot of people would want to get and gravitate to because it does have a lot of intense colors, and these are colors that probably you wouldn't wear on an everyday basis. But I love having palettes like this in my collection because in cases of Halloween, or if I just want to feel inspired one day, I love having colorful palettes like this, and I feel like it's really essential to go ahead and have a palette like this in your collection. It sparks your imagination, it gives you creativity, so I really love this, and I'm really happy that I had it in my collection because it was great to have on hand for last minute Halloween looks. So I absolutely love this palette. Of course, all Morphe, oh my god, that is so Jersey. Of course, all Morphe palettes are amazing, so I wanted to go ahead and include this one in my favorites for this month because it was Halloween, I did a lot of colorful looks, and this has been the palette I used for all of those looks. So this is the Morphe 35S palette. Keeping with palettes, my other number one, probably more than the Morphe palette, but this has been my go-to palette this past month, the Master Palette by Mario. I got this and I cannot get enough of it. I did two tutorials here on my channel using it, and you guys really loved those looks. I did a blue smoky eye, kind of like today, but mine's more intense blue. I did a blue smoky eye using the Claudia shade, and then I did one with NYC Muse. I pretty much used all the shadows in this palette except for one or two. I love this thing. I'm going away this weekend and this is going to be the palette that I take with me. I feel like it has the best shadows in it. They're so creamy, like you seriously touch them with one swipe and that's the color payoff that you have. Like I feel like this is such an amazing palette. I don't know if this is still available. I will let you know in the comments down below or in the description bar below. But it's a really amazing palette. It's been my go-to. It will probably be my go-to for a while, and I love this. I love this palette so much. So this is the Master Palette by Mario. And the last palette that I have is this one that I introduced this month. I've had it for a while and I have not used it ever. And then I was going through the drawers in my vanity and I decided to go ahead and try it out. This is the Krylon Dermacolor Camouflage Cream Kit. I think this is the D palette. I feel like they have them in like A, B, C, or D. But this is the D palette in the colors D1W, D2W, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now this is what they look like. For me, of course, I use more of the lighter shade because I do like to have more of a highlighted look under my eyes. But this I feel like is a really great palette to have. This is the first time this month that I have used these colors and I really loved the way that they looked under my eyes. I felt like they blended out really beautifully with my beauty sponge and I felt like they had really great coverage as well. I don't know why I actually didn't start using these earlier because I really do love the way that they look. I think that these are really great palettes if you are a makeup artist. They do have like the huge kits of them where I think it's like all of the lighter colors, the medium, and then the really dark shades. So I feel like these are good products, especially if you're a freelance makeup artist and you don't want to carry a bunch of concealers or cream contouring and anything like that with you. Just having that huge kit I think is really helpful. I'm actually interested in getting it for my kit as well. I feel like I'm always buying things for my kit to help myself, but at the same time it's continuing to build up, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But honestly, I really do love these. They were really surprising to me. I've always known a bunch of makeup artists to love them and use them, so that's why I went ahead and purchased them. But this was the first time this month that I actually used them for myself, and I really did like them. So these are the Krylon Derma Cream Camouflage Cream colors. Another one of my favorites, which has been my go-to foundation for the past 2 weeks, has been the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick. Now, I have always kind of had a love-hate relationship with this foundation because I remember my friend Haley. She was getting her engagement photos taken, so she asked me my opinion on some foundations to try out, what I thought would look good in photography and everything like that. And so I went down the list of my favorites, and so I tried this one out, and this was back, I think it was in April or May, and I wore this and I wasn't a fan of it, and I was just like, you know what, it's nice, but I don't know if it's my favorite. So I gave her another option, but when I was doing my makeup the other day, I was like, you know what, I haven't used this in a while. I know I really didn't like it that much last time, so I'm gonna try it out. And now I love it. I don't know if it's because now my skin is drier or because of the fall and the winter and the cold weather coming in. I don't know if maybe that has a factor in the fact that now I love it, but I've been using it the past 2 weeks as my go-to foundation and I love it now. I think this is probably going to be a foundation, like I said, that I'll wear when I have more dry skin, like right now. So this has just been the go-to foundation for me. My shade that I have is 123, which is Y 365, so that's my shade right there. I wore this in my last video. I think I wore it in the video before if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, this has just been my go-to and I really do like the way that it looks now, so go figures. My favorite foundation has been my Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick. This month, my go-to highlighting combination. You guys know me, I love having a good highlight, and the past couple months I have been obsessed and loving with putting a cream highlight down first and then going in with a powder and just making that highlight even more intense and bumping it up to the next level. So my go-to highlight this month has been the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Poured in Opal, which looks like this, which is, you know, Opal is just queen. And then I go on top with my Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder, and this is in the shade Illuminati. I love these two combined. I'm actually wearing it today on the cheeks, as you can see, and it gives you that glow like no other. but I love these two combined. My other favorite Diamond Glow powder has got to be Cocoa Bling by Artist Couture. It's just absolutely amazing. But I went ahead and reached for Illuminati ones, and I just love the highlight. Every single time I look at my past pictures of looks that I've worn this in, I just die over the highlight. I think it looks just so beautiful. So this has been my go-to highlight combination this past month, and it probably will be for next month as well, but I definitely wanted to let you guys know that this is what I've been loving. So this is the Becca Poured Highlighter in Opal and Illuminati by Artist Couture. And then my last favorite for this month is a skincare product. I didn't want to go too intense with the favorites this month because these have really been my go-to favorites, but this is my last favorite. I bought this in my Sephora haul, and I know you guys have been wanting an update on that, which I'm definitely going to do for you guys next week or the week after. I'll definitely get that up for you guys. But this has been the face mask, or sleeping facial, I should say, that I put on my face every single night, because I say it a million times, but when it turns fall and winter, my skin just gets so dry. Like right now, my lips are so incredibly dry, I could seriously cry. Like I can't wait to take my lipstick off. But this has definitely, I feel like, helped my skin out a lot. And I've seen a difference in my skin and the way my makeup looks because of this product. This is the Kors Greek Yogurt Advanced Nourishing Sleeping Facial. Like I said, I bought this in my Sephora haul a couple months back, and I use it every single night. I pretty much just take a little bit. I don't take a huge amount, and I just apply it on my face, and then I go ahead and I smooth it into the skin, and I feel like my skin just really drinks it up, and I just feel like it's helped my skin out a lot. You guys know about my skin problems that I've been having as well, so right here my skin has thankfully calmed down a lot. So I love to go ahead and put on my acne products that I use, and then after that's dried, that's when I'll go in and I put this mask or facial on, and I leave it on all night, and I feel like it just gives my skin more moisture. I love it. I like to go in with my Josie Maron sometimes on top, just give myself a little bit of an extra boost. It has done really great with my skin because I do have sensitive skin, so I haven't had any reaction to it. I feel like it's very soothing. I definitely will continue to use this, especially in the upcoming colder months and everything, because I do feel like it is keeping my skin moisturized and keeping my skin from not feeling like I want to jump off the roof because it's so dry. So I'm really packing on the moisturizer. I have been using my Philosophy Take a Deep Breath moisturizer like crazy this month, which I actually kind of should include in my favorites as well. I've just been loading the moisturizer on my skin like no other. I just finished my Renza skincare, the night cream, and I just got a whole new bundle in, so I'm gonna open that up and start to use that as well. I've just been really dousing myself in moisturizing products this month. I'll leave my favorites down below for you guys, any products that are moisturizing that I've been loving that will always be helpful for me in these winter months. So with all that being said, one of my favorites has been the Kors Greek Yogurt Sleeping Facial. Alright guys, so that is it for my October favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, as always, let me know in the comments down below what your favorites were this month. I'm always interested in knowing what you guys have been loving, so maybe I can go ahead and add them to my collection as well. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Channel. So my first favorite for this month has to be my It's a Long Way. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know. Alright guys, so that is it for my stupid